Are you confused about the proper way to use mandelic acid to make it effective against acne? Well, make sure to watch today's video so that you'll know how to properly use this amazing acne fighting ingredient. Hey lovely, I'm Carmen, founder of Luminosity Acne Skincare, and before we get into today's video, I first want to bring your attention down to the links below. I have my free list of pore clogging ingredients to avoid that you can download. This list is the only way to ensure that all of the skincare and makeup products that you're using are truly acne safe and will not continue to break out your pores. I give this list to all of my office clients as well as any client who purchases a kit from me. So make sure that you don't miss your chance to download this list for free. Okay, so let's get into today's topic, which is all about how to properly use mandelic acid. Now, some of the mandelic acid tips that I covered today might sound familiar to you, especially if you've already watched my previous video, which is about how to properly use benzoyl peroxide. Benzoyl peroxide and mandelic acid work together amazing against acne, but you do have to use them properly for them to be effective. So similar to benzoyl peroxide, when you first start using mandelic acid, you want to make sure that you start off with a pretty low strength, and this is for two reasons. First is that all alpha hydroxy acids, including mandelic acid, can be drying to the skin, especially if you start off on a very strong strength right off the bat. What you want to do though is start off with a lower strength and slowly increase the frequency and the strength that you use so that your skin can slowly adjust with it. This will help to curb down some of the drying effects. The second reason to start off with a lower strength mandelic acid product is because acne has an ability to adapt to the products that you use on your skin. So it's important that periodically, while you're still actively breaking out, that you want to increase the strength of your products to prevent the acne from adapting to that original strength that you started out on. If you start off with the highest strength of mandelic acid, then you won't have any room to strengthen up that product routine because you've capped out. And that means that the acne is going to very quickly adapt to that level of the routine, and you'll be back at square one with more breakouts. At Luminosity, I have a very strategic plan for my clients. I always start them off on one of my lower strength mandelic acids, and then as the weeks go by, we gradually increase both the frequency and strength of the product that they're using. Now, they only need to continuously bump up their product routine until they get to the clearing point. Once they've reached the clearing point and they're no longer actively breaking out, they can just maintain their clear skin with that level of routine that got them to that clearing point. Another way to properly use mandelic acid and make it effective against acne is by applying it all over your skin, not just spot treating. Now, while mandelic acid does make a great spot treatment because it does help to heal up pimples much quicker, it's best used as a preventative measure to prevent pimples from even forming in the first place. And one of the main ways that it prevents pimples from forming is by exfoliating the inside of the pore, so it'll prevent the initial buildup of dead skin cells and oil from clogging that pore. Now later, this clog accumulates more dead skin cells, more oil, bacteria, and then it turns into a pimple. But if you can stop that initial clog from taking place by exfoliation, then you are going to prevent future pimples from even occurring. Another way to properly use mandelic acid is to make sure that you are thoroughly massaging it into your skin. Now, I have a lot of clients who will take their products and they just kind of massage it over their skin really quickly and then slap on the next product. But what you want to do is to make sure that you fully massage the mandelic acid into your skin until your skin feels dry to the touch. That lets you know that the mandelic acid has fully penetrated the skin by itself, and then you can go ahead and apply your next product. I don't recommend combining products and applying them all at once together because you want each product to fully penetrate the skin on its own so that it can work to its best ability. Also, with all alpha hydroxy acids, including mandelic acid, you want to make sure that you always wear it with a sunscreen because all acids can make the skin a little bit more sensitive to sun exposure. And finally, the last tip I have for you is something that I've already touched on briefly, but that is that to make the most out of your mandelic acid, to make it fight really well against acne, you always want to combine it with benzoyl peroxide. Both mandelic and benzoyl peroxide have similar acne fighting benefits, but when you combine the two, they create a powerhouse that is truly unstoppable in the fight against acne. So always make sure that you combine both of those products together. And if you're looking for great acne fighting products that contain mandelic acid or benzoyl peroxide, make sure to go to luminosityacne.com. That's my website, and on there I have my Mandelic Maven Serum and my Benzoyl with Benefits Lotion. Both of these products are guaranteed to be acne safe, meaning that they will not contain any pore clogging ingredients. If you're completely new to Luminosity products, then I first recommend that you start off with a kit. Reason being is because all of my kits will contain the Mandelic Acid Serum and the Benzoyl Peroxide Lotion. But beyond those products, it also comes with a pretty hefty manual. Now the manual will contain all of the instructions for you on how to properly increase your product routine every so often. Because like I mentioned earlier, it's very important for you to periodically increase the strength and frequency of your product routine to prevent the acne from adapting, and the manual will guide you every step of the way in doing that. Alright, so that's it for this video. I do hope that you found it helpful. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more acne related videos, and also follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at Luminosity Acne. Okay, I'll see you in my next video.